You are listening to today's free episode. If you would like the bonus episode and the free episodes without ads in them, head on over to our Patreon. That's a patreon.com/MDFC. Once again, that's patreon.com/MDFC. And thank you for listening. What is up, everyone? Welcome. It's our 6th episode of the Matt Damon Fan Club podcast. It's the 4 in person, and then we also got our boy John in the back, live streaming Rocket League to us. If you're watching on the YouTube, we just got him playing on the back. We actually tried to get him on the podcast, but it wasn't working. He echoed. So last episode, I talked way too much in the intro. One of you guys has to talk for me.
Hey.
Tell them about our problems with our guests.
The problems with I don't know. John was kind of echoing, and then Brian had a very busy day today. He wanted to get on the podcast, but I went to college today and he fell asleep, so it wasn't the best day for him.
Mm-hmm. Basically, Brian texted me, said he wanted to get on. Man, we're distracted by John. Brian texted me, said he wanted to get on the podcast, and we were trying to set it up for today, but he said he was in the middle of something, specifically a nap. So he couldn't come to the podcast right now. But I'm sure that'll happen again.
Oh, yeah, and then also Marco's camping again.
Marco is camping again.
So we'll figure it out. We'll get him on here, though.
Yeah. So we're still in the works. Thank you for tuning in. What's been going on with you guys?
Let's start with Carson.
Let's start with Carson.
Carson. Well, I worked the whole week.
Really?
That's about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Did
you work today?
No, not today. I let you guys take care of that.
Yeah.
Because I have to move my other house next week on Friday.
Okay.
So
we won't be there to help.
Your
'Cause you
forms
didn't
are going to
help
be so
us.
weak because our forms are so strong.
I
from
carry
today.
concrete all day.
Not with
It's
your
not the
form.
same.
No, it's not the
It's
same.
not the same.
It's not really
Not the
weirdly
same.
antique
Okay.
pieces of wood that are really
Whatever.
awkward
Curved
around.
glass that if it breaks, you are dead.
Yeah. So this lady texted me and asked us to move. So we got our group together and drove down and helped her out. And Carson didn't want to show up because he was too tired from working all week.
Yeah. How's
But I work all week with him.
Well, that was your decision.
Yeah.
Are you still editing at this point or not
Okay,
yet?
bud.
I haven't this week, but my boss he ordered a Mac just so I can edit on it. It was pretty crazy,
Is it a
but
laptop or an iMac?
laptop.
Laptop. Okay.
Yeah, it's
the
the
big
like
one.
Mac Pro. Yeah, he's like, order your dream Mac. I'll pay for it. I'm like,
He
okay,
won't.
dude.
And he won't buy me anything.
He's a nice guy, but
I want him to buy me a car.
Oh,
That'd be good.
Why do you need a car?
Well, he spent $7,000 buying you equipment. I think he could buy me.
But I'm
car.
I'm a video editor. I need best equipment.
He's gonna make millions off of this documentary.
Yes.
I need to drive.
You have a car.
Just ask for a white mug, and then build your way up to the car. Hey, can I have 2 white mugs?
Or you trade him
I
your
could-
white mugs back for
for
something
two.
bigger.
Until you get enough white mugs that equal the amount of your car.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. What's been going on with you this week, Aiden?
Not too much. Tuesday I had soccer practice,
Uh-huh.
which was cool. It's just like, it's really fun. I think everybody's kind of just happy that they're able to be out on the field. So it's just like everybody has a good mood. Nobody's like, oh, I hate to be here. It's just been good. Next Tuesday, I think, starts full contact, which is cool, but also kind of crazy.
In practice or like games?
In game practices, we're starting.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
Sorry.
And then other than that, haven't had much. I had practice Thursday, but I didn't end up going. It's just kind of, we were busy all week, so we just wanted to take the day off from driving all around.
Yeah.
And so we what did I buy? Oh yeah, I bought this Golf Wang t-shirt, which if you're watching, it's pretty cool. But if you're watching the YouTube video, you saw it. So that was my weekly purchase.
Oh, is Carson made a weekly purchase?
Carson, what did you buy?
I bought a chair.
It's the same chair that I bought.
Sitting in.
Yeah.
Just kind of buy something else, but it sold out as I went to buy it.
Oh.
So
I went to Fred Meyer to take my brother to the bank to get a debit card. And then you just keep looking at John. No, it's okay. I took Leo to the bank to get a debit card, and I saw some monitors, and I just had to buy them. I was gonna buy one, and then Leo's like, "No, get two." So now I have 3 monitors, and that's the reason why you can see John if I don't block him.
I don't know what the point of the left one is. It's just kind of sitting
well,
there.
right now it's not on. Eventually, I'll, you know.
Oh, because you don't have like.
Oh, if you edit a video here though,
Man,
that's
I
gonna
could
be so awesome.
This is the battle
like
station.
Like one's playing back, one's editing.
Yeah.
Like
The middle one could be the
playing
actual
Rocket
video.
League.
The right one is.
And then John's playing Rocket League on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
That one's dedicated to just John playing Rocket League.
Yeah, well, I haven't done much this week except that I like moved with the boys and Leo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Leo was moving with us too.
Yeah, and then my weekly purchase is I kind of changing my setup similar to what Lex did. Is I'm getting another monitor and then I
Mhm.
moved the location of my PC.
And you bought some like cable stuff.
Oh yeah, I bought some
This
cable
cable
stuff.
management is probably as bad as it gets.
Yeah, I'm trying to make my setup clean, and then I got this like mount, so it's dualed up, pretty cool.
Yeah, solid.
And I got the same monitor as Lex has because it's a good deal.
It is. It was for the nerds out there. It's a 144 hertz, 0.5 millisecond response time.
Yes.
Not for Maya right now. If you're trying to get one. Since we were talking about Rocket League, I got invited to play on a unified team. That's basically it's like a program between like Special Olympics, and then also like I don't know what the right word is, but just like, you know, people that aren't part of the special ed program, they're both like put on a team and then they work together, and it's a really cool program. And so my first game is supposed to be on like Monday, so I think that's a pretty cool thing. Are you just gonna watch John?
I can't stop. John's popping off right now. Just kidding. No, he's just
I know, you're like
Very
looking right at
distracting.
it.
I don't know what else to look
I
at. I'm
can't
supposed to
see it.
stare at Carson, I guess.
Yeah. It was funny 'cause when the guy called me to get on the team, I had to tell him that I was banned for a month.
Oh yeah.
And because I mean, like, he's like, "Oh, so we'll play on this." I'm like, "Well, I'm banned, so I can't really." So I had to. So it was pretty funny. But I just had to make a new account and I could play again. Get around the band. No one will
Wow.
ever know what it's for.
No.
I actually said the same thing Carson did. So
That's not true.
yeah, it's true.
I think it was worse.
I didn't say. I actually don't know what I did this time to get banned. I've been banned before
Two
Because-
times before this one.
because I was making fun of.
Heard some bad things.
I was just repeating what I hear from Carson. So
It's a sliver of what Carson says.
Nothing
it's, I mean, like,
fair.
compared, it's like, yeah, it's like 2%. That's
Mhm.
bad.
That one thing you said back a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unacceptable.
If you haven't listened to the bonus episodes, get on that. Maybe we'll talk about it on the Patreon if anyone
yeah.
requests.
Oh yeah, we could.
We could. Maybe one day. We'll know much about it. You won't know if you're not on the Patreon, I'll tell you that.
Last episode was amazing, actually.
Actually, yeah, it was. Go for it.
it was good.
Let them know.
What?
It was.
Oh yeah, I don't know. We had some cool topics that are premium. So
Yeah.
it was really fun.
We noticed. I mean, we're proud with last week's like free episode, but it wasn't. We don't think it was as good just because we didn't have a whole bunch prepared and we just weren't into it. But we went to the Patreon and then we just went off. It was nonstop talking about some really good stuff.
It was pretty.
And I mean, like, we tried to censor stuff, but we sucked at it.
Yeah.
So we kind of just gave away everybody's name and the stuff they done. So
Oh. Yeah, it was good.
so if you're interested in that, check that out.
And then also
It's-
there's gonna be another one today.
you won't be disappointed. Yeah, we're doing bonus episodes every single week. So if you're not on the Patreon, you're missing that. But yeah, and also hopefully we'll have Brian and Marco on soon enough.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah. So your family just bought an Audi, right, Aiden?
yes, today they traded in our Subaru to finally get the car that my mom's always wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So they
So-
just got home. I haven't even seen it. They just got home like right as we were about to start the podcast. So I'm gonna go home and see it, and then I think I'm gonna be driving it around for a couple weeks because my dad's going to Washington D.C. for work, and I think he's going to drive up in the Corolla,
Yeah.
my car,
Oh.
and then park it
Cool.
up there.
Ooh,
That
should
was
be
what the
fun.
original plan was. I don't know if he's gonna switch up and go take the truck. I don't think so,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know yet.
What's he doing in Washington D.C.?
I'm not really sure actually. I know that before at one point he just like got selected for like this board of something
Mm-hmm.
with the Coast Guard. I think I could be getting this totally wrong. I don't know. It's been a while since he went back. He's gone there quite a few times, but like it's been a while since he has. So
Yeah.
he's not very excited about
He's just going for his inauguration
it.
and to be becoming the president of the United States.
Becoming the president, I think. It's pretty low key.
Do you know who my dad is? He's kind of the president.
Oh yeah, and then also you had like the little scary story, right?
I did have a little spooky, scary car incident.
Make your
Giving
I don't
my
know.
boots right now.
I don't know if
shaking in your little
I don't know how
boots
many
over
people
there.
I've told. I know I told Camden for sure, but basically, I was driving home. I can't remember where was I? I can't remember. Oh, I think I was leaving Lex's house because I was picking something up, and then I was driving home, and I live in Toledo, so I was driving by the middle school, and I was just about to go to the lights there after the middle school to take a left onto the highway, and I looked up, and there was a green light, and I was still approaching it, so I was like, oh, it must have just turned green because the cars aren't moving yet. That was what I thought. Then the cars still weren't moving as I was getting closer and closer, and I was like, what is happening? It's a green. Why aren't they moving? And I was really confused. Then I was slowing down because I was so confused, and like I was pretty far away from the nearest car. I was still like I was able to still turn if I needed to because I was really confused on what was happening. And I see the car stop. This car that was stopped at the front. The guy just gets out, walks to the car behind him, and just starts shouting at it and pointing. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? And I was so confused. And then he got in his car and just still sat there because it turned to a red at that point. And then before he got into his car, he was walking back and he still did not look happy. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to do some critical thinking real quick. There's probably a very low chance that he goes to grab like a weapon or something. But I was like, also, I don't want to be like, oh, he's not grabbing that, and then he does. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to turn around real quick. And I just quickly just reversed and then turned around, and I just drove away because I was like, I don't really want to deal with that because there's also a chance that like he just is so angry that when we're on the road, he's just a terrible driver and he gets into a crash or something because he's just so angry.
So you like never found out what he was mad about?
No, because I didn't hear what he said because I was still too far away. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like the car might have honked at him. That's what I'm guessing happened. That he was stopped at the green light for whatever reason. It could have been like something personal or something. I don't know. He was just stopped at a green light, and then I think what happened, I didn't even hear it, but I'm pretty sure the car behind him honked at him to go because it was a green light.
Yeah.
And he got out of the car and he just yelled at them.
He just yells at them, "Hey, I'm texting here.
Yeah.
Come on."
Was that in like the middle of the highway or something?
It was at the turn, like the stoplight right before. Like I was gonna turn left to go on the highway. It was
It's a pretty
so I
short
just-
light, isn't it?
It is already.
Yeah.
So and there were like 4 cars lined up, and then the car in front of me started to reverse too. I didn't see what they ended up doing,
Oh,
but it was like a lot of
Yeah.
us were like, yeah, we're just gonna go.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Carson, how's your new car going?
Nothing's changed.
Did you talk to your parents?
My mom said she was gonna look this weekend. Then I texted her. She said they're closed on weekends.
What?
To look for
Like
insurance.
Insurance, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I-
What do you mean?
Like you can't call, I'm guessing.
Oh, but you can't. Wait, what kind of insurance do you have?
I have no idea.
What's
Well-
your VIN number on your car? And your license
have
plate
that.
and the last 4 digits of your
What's your
social security.
Okay,
Yeah.
you want everything. Okay, yep. Here,
Doubling up.
give me that. Nope. There.
What's your social security number?
I don't
Let
think I
me
can
know.
give that information.
Wait,
give that.
who is your insurance person? Like your
Greg.
company.
Well,
My mom's.
The one that you would
mine.
your mom's.
I don't know.
aren't you just doing like just research on the car that you're typing, like, or the
Is it-
type of car you're getting, just seeing what the insurance prices would be?
The-
That's all he's doing, right? He's not like
That's
Yeah.
all I know.
I thought
Like,
she's not gonna. She's gonna ask her insurance.
what the prices would be. Yeah.
yeah.
Does she not have like Geico?
I don't know who she
It's just some homeboy named John that
Yeah,
says, "I'll give
John.
you money if you get in a crash."
has. Yeah. That's who it is.
Huh,
I don't know what
interesting.
my insurance
never-
is.
I mean, I have
don't.
I have Geico, and I mean, like, I could just put in a car, and then it would tell me.
Well, I don't know if she has Geico.
Weird. I mean, I just assumed that like all big things have that, but
Yeah.
I don't know what her insurance is.
Oh yeah.
You never know.
Gretchen, you're listening to this right now. Let us know in the comments what's your insurance provider and the last
Yeah.
4 digits of your social security number.
I guess speaking of cars, when I was driving here, I tried sport mode because we talked about it.
nice.
Talked
Yeah.
about when we're moving. It's really confusing. I don't understand. 'Cause
Wait,
I got to like a certain amount of RPM when it's supposed to like switch gears, but it wasn't switching when I pressed the button. So I just went back to drive.
so
I
you
don't
did
know.
it for like a little bit?
I did it for a little bit, and then I tried to like right when I accelerated out, 'cause I was like, oh, maybe I can shift higher or like get a
Huh.
or shift better. I don't know, but it was
Interesting.
weird.
So your car going in sport mode, it automatically puts you in. You have to shift.
I think so. 'Cause it was going up in RPM, and then I was like, okay, it's time for me to shift, and I let off the gas, and I pressed the plus, and then I put the back on the gas, but it wasn't like switching it. RPM was still high, so I just went back to drive 'cause it was
Weird.
confusing.
Huh. Yeah. Well, Carson's also kind of trying to
I
get
don't
a
know if I-
Mustang.
Yeah. Manual though.
You should get a
Just-
manual, yeah, so
That's
you
the
don't
only
have to
thing.
deal with sport mode.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you
I
haven't
don't like
discovered
manuals.
what your little sport mode does in your car, Aiden?
Oh no, I haven't. I'm too scared to try it out. I feel like I'm just gonna turn and it's just gonna like it's just gonna start doing something weird. Because the manual that came with the car doesn't have the sport mode on it, but my car has sport mode.
Yeah.
And I've looked it up, but it didn't really have any answers. So
Mhm.
I'll try. I can look it up again to see. I'm pretty sure it's just like what Lexus is. Like it just
Yeah.
accelerates faster. 'Cause I don't think there are any paddles or anything.
You're gonna put into sport mode, and your wheels are gonna go so fast they'll just run away from your car, and you'll just, be left there.
floating.
Yeah, for me that was really weird 'cause I was like going like a consistent speed, and then right when I went to sport mode, it immediately went up in higher RPM. So I guess it's just like
Weird.
you can be a little bit more like controlling of it.
Yeah. Well, I
Cause-
mean, that's what sport mode does on my car. It just gets it to like it stays in gear for a lot longer,
Yeah,
so
mine just-
RPMs jump up a lot higher on the good old tachometer, not that RPM meter like you said earlier.
Sorry.
I think it's a tachometer. Otherwise,
should
that
ask
looks
Marco
stupid.
or Ty.
Rookie.
Ty couldn't be here because he has some friends over, and he did. Yeah.
'Cause he's not a homie and he won't be part of the podcast.
Nah, he's just in the middle of something. We'll have to figure out how to do this guest thing 'cause we were messing with John and it just made some weird echoes. But no worries, we'll get it figured out.
Yeah, or the homeboys can be in real life too.
And also that I'm assuming we will probably gonna have a guest next week 'cause we'll be able to plan it out for a week.
yeah.
So hopefully one of our guests won't take a nap and the other one won't go camping.
Well, let's hope so. I don't even like. Is Marco like out of high school? I don't know.
Marco's graduated.
Yeah, okay. I assume so. He looks kind of older.
I think he's above 21 or he's just underage
Oh, okay.
drinking.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
pretty sure I've seen him drinking.
Yeah, maybe. I was just curious 'cause like maybe college is different.
Yeah.
Like, maybe he's camping before college. I
Oh.
don't know. Or
Yeah.
he's out of college. Who knows?
If you guys don't know who we're talking about, we talked a while back on our episodes about having someone named PNW Marco on our podcast. He's a big TikTok fella. He makes sus videos. We got a good sus story in the bonus episode.
Oh yeah.
About our boss. Man, we got a whole lot of stories about him. But so if you want to hear that, you gotta get over there. Yeah, Miss Newey's coming out with the podcast.
That is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really. It's called like a glowing review, which is very mysterious title 'cause maybe reviewing stuff. I have no idea what that means.
Miss Newey is our English teacher. For anyone that doesn't know. This episode is brought to you by Honey, our first ad read for the company that we were joking about getting an ad read for.
Yep.
Honey is an online browser extension that will save you millions of dollars if you're
Okay.
already spending billions.
Okay. Yeah. Basically.
But yeah, so basically Honey, online browser extension. Look it up. It's on like Google Chrome. It's on a million things that you can think of. Basically, how it works. You put it on there anytime you check out on basically any website. It has a library of coupon codes, and it just automatically tries all of them. And so basically, when I was buying my Manscaped stuff, saving me like $15. It's a really great thing. And we have a special code for you that if you use it, it'll give you. I think you get like $10 for free
Yeah.
or something in like
Something like
Honey
that.
Gold. So yeah, that link will be in the description. And try it out. It's actually really awesome, and I suggest it to anyone that buys anything
especially at like this time when like you're at home a lot and you're ordering online. You know, might as well support us, and then also save money. Basically, it's free money. Basically.
ever. It is. So
It's super easy. It's way easier than I heard about it and I was like, oh yeah, everyone just says it's easy, and I was like expecting it. I don't know. I guess I just expected it not to be as easy as it is. It's literally just click like two things,
It's
Yeah,
as
it's
easy
really
and
simple.
then
as
you can save money.
people make it sound. Did it ever say what it was about?
I didn't pay that much attention. I just saw it was an Instagram, and it was like,
I'll pull it
Miss
up.
Newbie, this is my new podcast. I was like, oh, sick. Everyone's starting podcasts, quarantine podcasts. It's not quarantine anymore. I don't know.
My brother's friends want to start a podcast now.
Oh, man. Trendsetters.
Desperate.
We are trendsetters. And
There's going to be too many podcasts for people to listen to. So they're only going to listen to us. Yes.
what was the name of the account? Glory.
It's like AGR newbie
Eagle
or
Grove.
something like that. Yeah. Miss
AGR.
Newbie's pretty cool. I
oh,
think
there's a new post.
I feel like she'd have really interesting stuff to talk about, 'cause she could have school stories, or she'd talk about like books maybe. I don't know, English teacher.
Says, a
that type deal
glowing
stuff.
review will launch August 25th. Maybe she's just doing.
Does she have an album?
Doesn't this look like an album cover though?
It does. It's podcast though, right?
Yes, it is a podcast.
Okay.
But it says the 25th, and today is the 22nd. So we got 3 days. So
Let's
we'll
go.
do a little update on that next week. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Another group in our town, Jayon and Liam, they're doing it now a lot more often, right?
Yeah, they are. I mean, as far as I know, I only really know from like Snapchat when they.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've never seen it advertised before. How's John doing? I haven't been looking at him.
Not too well
he
right
was
now.
texting the person that he was playing in
Yeah.
the game chat, but
Oh,
I
you
couldn't. I
told
can't
him.
read
Oh,
it.
You
John-
told him about our podcast.
John said, "Hey, you're on a podcast right now," to someone that he's playing against. John, have you been doing this every episode? You better type in your team chat right now, while you're in the middle. Man, are you going for something?
He's gonna do that wall.
Oh, go for a flip reset on the podcast, John. Oh, he gets it. Oh, and he misses.
I would have made
So
that.
Yeah,
sad.
John, I think we're done watching your stream.
We're gonna become professional commentators. on Rocket League.
Should that be the podcast now? It's just
and
Rocket League
Jonathan.
time?
has-
Jonathan comes in with the crossing. I
Those
don't
are
know.
good.
I don't know.
we
That's
don't
not him
play
counselor.
Rocket
I don't know
Jonathan-
Rocket League at all.
Jonathan is crossing the ball.
To himself.
Legs. Okay. I think we've watched enough with John.
Yeah,
I'll
oh,
just
but, like Liam, I think they just do similar stuff to us, just like just what's going on.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And they did have a guest, so they are better than us. That was a long time ago, though.
Oh well.
Their guest actually is they're him and the guest we were gonna have, Brian and Austin Perry, their guest, are actually rooming together at college.
That should be pretty cool. Because
Which-
also that college is the college that my brother goes to.
Yeah, and is Austin playing football? He is, right?
As far as
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
And Brian, he's playing basketball.
Yeah. College athlete, and my brother's playing football as well.
Are they good at basketball?
Oh, I mean, I know they didn't have a good record last year for football, but they
Hmm.
might be doing well
Are
in
they
basketball. I don't know.
D2, D3?
Nah, they're JCO or like JUCO. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called JUCO. It's junior college. So like
Oh.
it's not like D division.
Oh, okay.
But there is 2 different types of divisions for junior college, and they're in the higher one, I think.
Oh, okay. Did any 3 of them get scholarships for it?
Don't think my brother did. But I have no idea about them.
I wonder if Austin and Brian did.
Possibly.
Brian,
I don't know if they do scholarships for junior college, but I know that my brother
Yeah.
going to that college sets him up to get scholarships to other schools to play football.
has he heard anything from other schools?
He won't until next year after he gets his film out and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
he needs to get a bunch of
So
film.
he's gone through 3 or 4 years. 1 year?
1 year. Junior college is only 2 years.
Wow.
1 year.
Well, I can't.
So-
I
Because
can't.
junior college is only 2 years of college.
I feel like I just thought that he'd been through more college.
No, he's pretty
Same
young.
age as my
Along with you, I
brother.
thought your
And
brother
my
had been through at
brother.
least 2
Okay.
years. I knew
No.
Ben had only been through 1 year.
Does Lucas Fisher go there too?
He was thinking about it, but I do not think he is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my brother, he's just in middle school.
Oh,
So, not a D1 or D3.
what my
anything.
brother said though is like his coach told him that if you start like every game or like if you start start a couple of games, I don't remember, something about starting, that every single person that started on their team has gone to a different college to play football,
Oh yeah, that's
and he's getting set up 'cause he's the only returning fullback,
cool. Oh,
so he should be a starter. He has only one with college experience at
Awesome.
that position.
cool. So he's gonna be there for 2 years and then transfer to a different place.
That's what he's hoping. Yeah.
That's awesome. So yeah, cool. And then Jake is just rocking it in Arizona.
He's a.
I think so. Anyway, I think he was
I think
injured.
that's D1, right?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it is. Good for him.
But I think he got injured.
He like broke his collarbone last year
Yeah.
in like a biking incident.
Yeah, I
But
remember that.
I don't know.
I think he's good now.
I think he's good now though. I don't know if they're doing any training though. My brother right now they switched the season to start in January. So normally what they would do is they have their season in the fall like everyone else does, and then they'd have spring training after. But they're doing the opposite now. They're having their spring training, which is fall training, and then they're gonna go do their season.
Yeah. So, yeah, I heard. My mom told me that Kate Brown, the governor of Oregon, she said that like if Oregon stays on track with how it is now, then we won't have any school for the rest of the year.
Oh yeah.
For our our
good.
junior year. I don't want to be down, but I don't think it's gonna happen for our junior year.
But I still want a junior year. I don't know.
We might come back for a little bit, but then I feel like
yeah, and then it might just get shut down again.
I just
Aiden, you
think
said we're in phase 2, right?
it
We
starts
are going
September
to-
8th, I think.
Yeah, we got approved for it.
Yeah. Did they change the requirements, or
I
are
think
they
they
the
changed.
original?
No, they might have changed them like a while ago, but not recently.
We've
Yeah.
been pretty steadily low right now, like
They
5
changed-
cases a day, something like that.
They changed the requirement for it was the thingy online or no, the 2 days a week school hybrid. They changed the requirements
Hybrid.
for that,
Oh.
but that was
Huh.
recent.
Okay.
Interesting to like
So, like, easier to
stricter-
get.
stricter or less. Okay.
Yeah.
My mom is having her birthday soon, and she's turning the big 40.
Woohoo!
And she said she was having 75 people at her birthday party.
That is not good.
It's gonna be at the Tap House, and it's not like everyone. I know. I was disappointed in her too.
I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna.
And I know.
never
And
talk
I'm
she's
to
leaving. Bye.
And so she said it's not like she doesn't expect them all to come, and it's just like come and go, don't stay there.
Okay.
And it's
they
in
wearing a
it's in a
mask or
huge
no?
restaurant, and they have to wear masks.
Yeah.
It's in the
okay.
restaurant.
Yeah.
But it was initially supposed to be before we came into phase 2. Until like it was like a week before we came into phase 2, and then it was announced that we got to phase 2. So then my mom pushed it back like a week after we get into phase 2, which worries me even more because I feel like as soon as we get into phase 2, people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's over."
Yeah.
So let's go and celebrate and go outside and do whatever. And then there's going to be a big boost, and then there will be a lot more people that have it right after phase 2 comes. And then we're going to have everyone at my mom's birthday party. So I'm moving out.
Yeah.
What I've been
Can't talk to
thinking-
you or you 'cause you're exposed to him.
What?
What I've been thinking
I work
is
with them.
is that I wish we could just get the title of phase 2 and then just keep it like the same.
Just trick everyone into
Yeah,
thinking
just be like,
that
"Hey,
it's-
we're phase 2, but you're still not able to open. Don't ask questions, just agree with us."
Oh, we drove past some more protesters today. Did you guys hear?
Oh yeah, I
anything more?
saw there was there was supposedly like KKK rally.
Oh man, I
thing.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw
and
it.
they're protesting that. Is what I
Yeah,
think.
so then Black Lives Matter.
Wait, there was a
protest happened.
KKK rally here.
I
at
think it was
some
it was a
point.
I know there was Trump people were there
Well, I saw
at
that.
one point,
Who
but
called
then
it a
I
KKK
saw,
rally?
I think people might have just assumed or like.
I don't know.
I saw it on the sign as well.
I don't know
but
very many details. That's what. Yeah, I saw it on a sign saying that like.
Someone on yeah, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna protest KKK," and then
Wild.
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about that,
Huh. Yeah,
they-
agent, see if you can find anything.
but it might be just them saying Trump supporters are KKK, but I don't know.
Yeah. So on our way from work, we saw. Well, on our way to work, we saw there was like a group of people with signs, and they were saying like prayers if you need it, and they were like just signs that say like love and peace and stuff. And then on our way back, a couple hours later, there was just like people with signs that said like Black Lives Matter. I think something said like Biden for president. And then we got home, and then we checked out on like our social medias and stuff, and there were like Trump supporters earlier. And
What is John?
oh man, John is just in Blender.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, there were Trump supporters and stuff. So, what else did you find, Aiden?
I just found this video
Protesting against the local KKK rally.
and then that.
just a sign. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's not actually a KKK rally.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
just calling it that. If there was a KKK rally in a
I
city of
think-
13,000 people,
Might be a little bigger news. Than that.
I
think Newport would be canceled.
I think there would be like there would be violence.
Yeah.
Like people would not mess around, and they would just it would be a
Yeah.
big old fight. But
So-
no, I'm assuming it.
But there was like an anti-protest, I guess. So there was two different sides.
against the protests.
So
Okay.
it started with the Trump stuff,
I think
and then
so.
and then everyone else shut off after
Okay,
Yep.
Yeah.
that were like against that.
Interesting. Well, when I went home, there was barely any people left. But I think the prime of it is when we were at work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
there was a
Well,
lot of
when we
people
were
there.
driving back from work, it was just Black Lives Matter protest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Do you guys get a lot of political stuff on TikTok?
no.
I kind of
Uh,
skip past it. I don't know. I just
Oh.
want my TikTok to be funny stuff.
Oh,
I used to.
I
I
do
used
every
to,
once in a
though.
while.
Well, you go on it so much.
I do. It's,
You see
I'm,
every
probably
TikTok.
seen
I'm
everything.
getting on cat TikTok right now. I'm getting a lot of stuff.
I just
with
got
that.
pasta TikTok, and I'm happy.
Do you guys want to get into politics?
No.
No.
People,
Uh,
well,
I
not
don't-
like talking about, but like from like a bystander. So not actually like giving. our opinion.
Okay.
But because someone told me we don't have enough opinions, so we need to have some more
Okay,
opinions.
Sure.
But like,
I've seen a lot of Biden memes on my on my story, on my Snapchat story,
mm-hmm.
and then I don't know. I'm just commenting. That's what I've seen. And then I don't know. They're saying like, "Oh, this isn't my president."
yeah, I just like, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of like a political like. I don't like identify with this side or this side. I take a little bit from each, which people might get mad about that, like for being too centrist. I've heard that before, but like, it's wild. I don't really like getting into politics, but I like learning as much as I can just from everything.
Yeah.
And then it's just like so weird how if you act like you're one side and then they hate the other side, but then it totally makes sense if you're in the hating side, but it's the same for both sides. They will think they're right and then they don't like the other side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then yeah.
And it's just
Well, also, I mean, I don't know if I'm completely right with this, but most of the time when people hear you're the opposite supporter, they just immediately
Yeah.
don't respect any opinion you have.
yeah.
Mhm.
Even if it's not even like political.
And personally, like, I don't have a ton of opinions really, because like I don't know, I just haven't
Yeah.
had, or like I'm not strongly opinionated at least. Like if
Uh-huh.
somebody says, "Oh, I like this," if they're like, "Oh, I'm a Republican," I'm like, I'm not gonna be like, I won't ever talk to you again. I just haven't really had a lot of like strong beliefs in like a lot of things. So like I just try to like, I don't know, see everybody's perspective while
Mhm.
still keeping my own
Yeah.
and still having my own opinion.
Mm-hmm. It's like a rough system because as soon as you say there's Democrats and Republicans, then you automatically like put that divide in between them and separate them.
yeah.
So even though like a Republican says something, like it's like the Democrats have to disagree, or if the Democrats say something, the Republicans have to
Mhm.
disagree,
yeah.
just 'cause there is that split. So it's like if you're a Democrat, a Republican says something and you're a Democrat and you agree, it's almost like the Democrats treat you as like a traitor, or the other way around.
Yeah.
Everything I say is also the other way around. It works as well. Let's. I just feel like I sound like Ben Shapiro. We were talking about Ben Shapiro earlier.
So
Start it again.
basically,
Hypothetically speaking, for the sake of the argument, if we were to say Cardi B and her WAP song, man, Cardi B came out with a song with Megan Thee Stallion, and called WAP.
what does that stand for?
Wow.
What does it
WAP?
stand for?
Well, as Ben Shapiro
get
put
that.
it, what is John doing? Ben Shapiro said it stands for. Yeah, we'll put it in the bonus episode. We'll talk about this in the
Yeah.
bonus episode. But he said it stands for wet A word P word. That's what Ben Shapiro referred to it as. I thought we were just sounding like Ben Shapiro. He's a funny guy. But yeah, he made a video where he reacted to that, and it was really funny, but also it's kind of awkward. 'Cause it's like when someone makes like really stupid jokes.
Yeah, those kind of seem like polar opposite. Like, why does he need to talk about that?
But it's just funny 'cause he like how you he was talking about like so their song is talking about how it's very wet.
Yeah.
His mic was off
Yeah,
when
my
he
mic
was
was off.
talking.
For a second,
Oh,
just for a little bit.
No
not that-
worries.
not that long.
But he was talking about how the song is about how it's very wet all the time.
Yep.
And Ben Shapiro was like, that might be a serious medical condition. You might need to get that looked at. And it was like, man, you're just bombing over here, dude. Yeah, it was stupid jokes that he just kept saying. That is funny. If you guys on YouTube right now, check out John and on Blender right now developing a little game. Man, that looks fun.
Is creating a game? What
I
is
think
Blender?
this is Fortnite. Fortnite 2.
Fortnite. Too?
Fortnite 3.
Really?
Oh, 'cause yeah, we're in the number 2 right now.
Wow, John.
We're
Really
getting-
impressed. Keep it up, dude. We'll check back on you in a little bit.
Have any of you guys listened or just seen clips of the Joe Rogan and David Blaine podcast?
I heard about it on the TMG podcast.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Is it?
I've just watched clips, but yeah, it's like cool to actually see David Blaine like, I don't know, like not just be serious and doing like he was like laughing. Like there's just not many
Yeah.
times that you see that. It's really cool actually.
I heard what Cody was saying about it. I haven't watched it, but Cody Co was saying about it was that like he seemed so like enthusiastic and like happy
Mhm.
and really talkative.
Yeah.
But it seemed like a bit. Like he was acting like that, and it wasn't really him, and he was acting kind of weird and trying to like manipulate.
There were parts that were like more weird than others, but for a majority of it, I didn't really see that. I more saw it
Mhm.
as like him just like
Oh yeah.
finally being able to like express like his,
And
I don't know.
Was Joe really into it?
Yeah.
He was.
Uh,
I heard he
no.
didn't really like anything going on.
I think he was more so confused by
Oh,
everything because like he
yeah.
did some tricks and stuff and was telling stories about like tricks and
Yeah.
things. So I think he was just like confused on what was going on.
That I recognize that name, but I don't remember who that
Like
is.
the magician,
That's
like
just
he
okay,
like
the guy that did like the
He like breathe. He like
Yeah.
he
held his
was
breath.
underwater
And
for
then,
like
like,
17
17
minutes.
he like pierces his skin and stuff.
Yeah, he like
Yeah.
sends a pole through his hand.
I remember
Mhm.
that guy. Okay.
Did you hear about his next big trick?
no.
So he's gonna get a bunch of helium balloons and he's gonna grab onto them without a parachute and he's gonna float over the Hudson River, I think it was.
Oh,
So he's gonna grab on a balloon and start floating, and then after that he's gonna put on a parachute and like grab as many balloons as he can and float as high as he can
Oh,
wow.
and,
interesting.
until they just fall.
That's a lot of balloons.
I heard that his goal was like 20,000 feet
that's crazy.
in the air.
That's a lot of grip strain.
So like the height of Mount Everest.
Maybe he like ties it to himself because holding it is.
Yeah,
like,
I
that
don't
is-
know, but
I don't know.
I don't know when it's happening, but it's gonna be crazy.
Everything he does is crazy.
Yeah.
Like he just like prepares so much. Like he goes like on these crazy training things for it. Especially he said that the hardest thing he's ever done was the buried in ice or like when he was trapped in ice.
Yeah,
Oh,
That
'cause
was
he
the
didn't he
hardest
like
thing.
fasted for like 32 days or something crazy like that, or is that a different one?
I can't remember.
He went on a water fast for like 30 days
Yeah,
on one video.
that
On
sounds-
one of
that
his
was
I
for
think that was a different one, but I'm
okay,
not
but
sure.
the trapped in ice maybe it was like a
I
week
think-
long.
Yeah, I think
no,
it was.
He did one of his tricks was he was in like a glass ball on like
Oh,
the
yeah.
London Bridge for
Yeah.
like
Okay.
like a month, and he didn't
Yeah.
eat while he was there because he
Yeah.
was trapped in a glass
No,
ball.
the ice one he was there like 55 hours or something
Oh, okay.
Wow.
or something like that.
Yeah,
and
and
then
he,
there he was only meant to, I don't know how long he was trying to be there for, but he said that within like the last few minutes or like last I don't even know how long. There was like a while left, but it was like 4 hours left in like 2 minutes or something. I can't remember exactly. And he said that he started sort of hallucinating a ton because he had been awake
yeah.
because you can't fall asleep in that because otherwise you get like frostbites and things. So he had to stay awake and he started getting hallucinating and all these crazy things and like he literally thought that he asked the person for the time and they said like 4:02 or 4:03 or something, and then after that he was like hallucinating so much and that he was thinking that it had been an hour since he last asked, and he asked for the time and the guy said 4:01. It had been 1 minute and he was like, I need to get
Jeez.
out of here.
Mm.
And like he was hallucinating so much that when they got the chainsaw to like cut the ice, he like reached out to grab it. Like he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's
I
sounds
think he does a
scary.
lot of those kind of things where he hallucinates and does
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
On he did the underwater one on like the Oprah show, I think it was. I think he did it once on like live TV and he failed. He started like having like seizures
Mhm.
underwater because
Yeah.
he couldn't breathe, and then they would pull him out, and it was really scary.
Oh yeah.
And then he did it again on the Oprah show, and he did it as long as he wanted to that time. But man, it's crazy, but because like he does it, and he does the little frogs.
Oh
he
yeah.
keeps them in his
I've seen
stomach, and
that
then he
one.
coughs
Oh,
them up
oh
at
my
just random
gosh.
times.
I think
He
he has
had
like
to-
a pocket in
he
his
had-
throat or something weird like that.
No,
he
no,
puts
he
it
just
there in his stomach.
he just swallows. He drinks like 10 water bottles.
Oh yeah. And
He just chugs them all. He has like over a gallon of water, and then he swallows the frog, and then so it can like stay alive in the water. And he says he's never once hurt a frog, and he's had up to about 8 frogs in him at one point.
oh my.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, the water makes sense because the stomach acid
then-
would just burn them.
Yeah.
and then
I think he has to drink something, and so it doesn't. That
I
like
think,
the
like,
lining doesn't
milk
mess it up.
milk lines your
I
stomach or
don't know.
whatever.
and then he just has to spit it up. But like the amount of water that he had to spit up, it was literally like a fountain. He was just, it was crazy.
Yeah, it's I was watching a documentary about him, and he was talking about how he got that idea. And an older magician used to drink like some flammable liquid. And he would just drink it, and then he would like spit it all out
And light it on fire.
and light it on fire. So he was like a human flamethrower.
Mm.
But yeah, he like learned how to like master his like esophagus and stuff. So he would like cough up little like goldfish and frogs and a bunch of random stuff.
He does a lot of crazy stuff. And then he's also like everywhere. Like he's on like David Dobrik's vlogs sometimes.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he's on podcasts. I mean, he's done
A
a lot,
funny
so it
guy.
makes sense.
Yeah. So that's all. That's my whole story. That's all I have to say.
He's a very interesting guy.
But yeah, no, he's a cool guy. He's funny.
I think Carson could do that frog thing. You know
Yeah.
what? I
Try
think you
it.
should try
I'll learn
right now.
I'll
Well,
learn how
no,
to do
a
it.
big old toad.
Like a
we-
turtle. Like one of the
What?
turtles.
What makes him
One-
qualified? Excuse me?
Oh, you
Just
know, just look
sit-
at him. Look
yeah.
at him.
Look at you. You're telling me that he can't just cough up a what's
Do
it
it right
called?
now.
A frog.
Loogie?
Do it right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Frog in my hand.
Are you gonna become like Caden and just throw up on command?
Caden?
Yeah. He
Oh
can do
yeah,
that.
yeah, that's
Caden
gross.
Bronze?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's disgusting.
I don't know. I was
Who told him to throw up?
He just can do it. He's done like baseball before.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, I was walking back to the school one time. He just told me he could do it, and so he started throwing up. You know, it wasn't a lot, but
Huh.
it was enough.
Mm.
It was
Funny.
gross.
Very interesting. Oh,
What time? What's our
we're
time?
rocking at 40 minutes. Have you guys? What do you guys think about all those like trading? I saw what brought me to this is I saw David Blaine. He made a TED talk about learning to breathe underwater, and there was that other guy that did a TED talk where he traded a paperclip to a house, and so now people
Oh,
on
yeah.
TikTok have taken that idea and started to do it again. And like there was I feel like the first one I saw was like the Project Simp one. He like traded a piece of paper that said Simp, and he was trying to get a car. And then I feel like I've seen so many other ones, but never seen them end.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. This is like kind of related, but there back in the day in CS:GO, it's like a video game.
Yeah.
There's like skins and stuff, and that are worth real money. Is people would start from a like 6-cent gun, like worth 6 cents, and then they would trade it all the way up to a like $300 skin
Wow.
within like a couple weeks, and that also was like kind of the same idea
Mhm.
of paperclip, but it kind of stopped working because they started like the Steam or whoever is CS:GO, they did like a thing where it's like you can't, once you get an item, you have to wait a week before you can trade it.
Oh.
When back in the day you could just trade it the same
Lame.
like a minute. So
Lame.
I don't know. It's only been done a few times, so that's kind of similar but smaller scale, I guess.
What do you guys think about this stock market going on right now?
Oh, tell me
Man,
about
did you
it.
see Tesla? Tesla's actually
Ty
kind of going
Ty
up right
texted me in like the middle of the night, and he's like, Tesla just hit $2,000.
now. Yeah. Oh, also Apple kind of went to like trillion, couple trillion
They were they
Like,
went
they
up
went to,
and
like, a
they
new
went up
trillion
another. Dang, wow!
in the
But
stock market. Yeah.
yeah, Ty texted me in the middle of the night, and then Tesla's doing like a 5-for-1 split, so they're splitting up their shares. So like one share is now 5 shares.
Oh wow.
Are you guys not on stock TikTok? Is this not
I
been
only know a
explained to
little
you?
bit of stock.
So is your TikTok just politics and stock market
And frogs.
and frogs?
Nice.
But
Sounds
no, they
fun.
like a $2,000 stock gets split into 5. So 2,000 divided by 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So what is it,
Oh,
like
I
$400? Yeah, I think I'm doing
Okay.
all right. So then and then it makes a share that's $400. So then people can buy it into it instead of having to buy like a $2,000 share.
I see.
But that apparently boosts stuff up a bunch. So yeah, that's cool. I changed my portfolio. It used to be, I think it was like a moderate portfolio, and I changed it to an aggressive one.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you go towards the ones that are
I'm
going
a
up.
legend. I'm a
Does a
legend.
robot do that or a person?
It's a robot.
Nice.
Yeah, no. I don't think I'll get into real investing, like investing, like putting money into a specific stock and waiting until I turn 18.
Right now
'Cause
you're just doing like the base stuff.
Yeah, you can set up an account so you can start trading at a younger age, but it's not. I feel like I'll survive. I'll survive. I'll wait 2 years, even like a year and a half actually.
Yeah.
But Ty said he's gonna make up an account
Oh, nice.
so he can start investing.
Attaboy.
We talked about it a while ago.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like, you're changing or like a couple of years away from 18. Do you do pilot stuff yet?
Oh yeah, I just finished my ground school 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. I finished all the videos and all the lessons and all the like mini tests. So all I have to do now is get good scores on the practice test and then take the real one, and then I'm flying.
Nice. And then you just have to get the thing before you're 17 or whatever.
My license, I can get my like full license when I turn 17.
Okay.
How
So,
how
yeah.
have the scores been going on your?
Oh, you know,
Practice
my
one.
highest score is a 72, and I need 2 tests that are 80%. I'm rocking like the 60s range. This is like the hardest schooling that I've ever done.
But now that you just spent a lot of money on Flight Simulator.
Oh yeah, let's get some opinions from the audience. You guys been playing Microsoft Flight Simulator or just me?
I think it's just you.
I spent like, I bought the Ultra Deluxe Edition, so it was like 120 just for the game, and then I spent like $150 on like
Yolk.
like a yolk, like an egg yolk.
No, I don't.
like a little.
I
No,
don't know why.
yeah,
it
that's
has
what
to
the
be
wheel
called
is.
a yoke.
The steering
but
wheel in the plane's called. It's called a yoke, and then I bought like throttle control.
It's pretty
So
cool.
and I bought 2 more monitors.
Oh,
so
yeah.
man, think about that being
it's
a
gonna like
cockpit right there.
widescreen. That's really cool.
Yeah, we'll
It-
see how it goes.
They're
but
kind of different shapes, but it's fine. Or
They
different.
are, but
It should be fine.
I can mess with them,
Yeah.
and it'll look solid. Hopefully, maybe we'll find out.
That actually will be really cool. 'Cause then you'll get your little thing on there.
Yeah, I'll get my little steering wheel and then my little.
How does the plane go? Is there pedals or is it like this? Is it like one
It's
of
like
those
that.
things?
It's like a little push in,
okay, that's
pull
kinda cool.
stuff. There are pedals. They're rudder pedals that you can get for a simulator, but they're kind of expensive. They're like $200
What
just
do
for
they-
the pedals.
What do they do?
They control the rudder, which is
Like
on the
left and
back of the
right?
plane. Well, kinda. It's
Okay.
like you're flying, and then if you mess with the rudder, you start like drifting.
Oh. That's
So
kinda
it's
cool.
kinda left and right, but when you actually fly, you like roll, and then you go like that.
Oh yeah.
Instead of
That's,
just going like that.
yeah. There's not much air to this.
Yeah. So yeah, if you just do that, you start drifting in the
okay.
air. Just, you know.
Aeronautics Club making a comeback.
Aeronautics Club will be back one day. One day. Well, I could bring my own flight simulator now.
And they just watch you play.
Yes. It's actually watch Lex play Microsoft Flight Simulator Club.
Yeah, that's what they do on their office hours, and then they get merch.
Yeah. Man, I am hyped for Polar Clothing to come back. Hopefully that'll happen soon enough.
Oh yeah, you wanted to tease?
Sometime this fall. It's going to be a big old drop, like 10 items. Can't promise that. Maybe 0. But yeah, if you don't know, I this little clothing brand called Polar Clothing. John still thinks he's part of it. He doesn't do anything. Oh man, the table. But yeah, I paused it for a while after this pandemic because it was getting a lot harder and manufacturers kind of sucked. But they're all good now. So I'll come out with some more stuff. I already made one product. I think it's pretty dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll see then. So cool. You guys got anything else on your mind right now?
Jesus Christ, Aiden.
How you doing, Aiden? You want me to hold your mic stand open for
I
you?
got it.
Cole got a dirt bike.
Oh, should we say that for the bonus? Should we
That's-
say that for
that's
the
what I was
bonus?
thinking. I don't know if I
bonus
should-
episode.
Let's say that for the bonus.
Okay.
Let's call it a wrap.
Cole got hurt.
Cole got hurt, but we can't tell you the
But
extent.
how? What happened to him?
No, I
Find out on the bonus
On the
episode
bonus
on our
episode.
Patreon.
Hey, we also need some more help. We still haven't ordered anything with our Shutterfly.
Yes.
We each have $25 worth of Shutterfly stuff, so that if you don't know, that's like a photo thing. So we can get any kind of photo stuff ordered, including like mouse pads with photos on them, mugs with photo on, anything you can think of.
just pillows.
Yeah, we
It's
can just
pretty,
get pillows.
It's pretty epic.
But yeah, let us know. And sorry this episode's kind of short, but we're gonna rock it in the bonus episode.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to see that, patreon.com/MDFC. You already heard at the beginning of this. So we'll see you in the next one. And peace out.
See ya.